Good day, students. We are going to have a look at the Persians today in our social study books for grade 2, and in our student books we will be looking at page 89 and page 90. We have previously looked at the Egyptians, the Phoenicians, and today we are going to have a look at the Persians specifically because they were also very interesting people in history, and they helped to develop a lot of things, things like building roadways or building canals and the monetary system and so on. And looking at our first slide, there's already mention of the Persians who built the Royal Road uh, of approximately 2,000 kilometers long, which is quite impressive. And this improved the network of roads dramatically from one place to another, and which made transport much easier. And they started a monetary system, a system that is used throughout the empire. And then here is a visual representation of the roads that they have built, and also one of the coins that represented money for the Persians. They were also one of the first people who invented some sort of representation of money. Also, just a reminder that we are busy in our social study books, our student books specifically, on this page. On your right hand side on page 89, if you can see this, the Persians started a monetary system that was used throughout their empire. Also, they built a canal between the Red Sea and the Nile River. This was a forerunner to the modern Suez Canal. They also improved the network of roads, and the Suez Canal is obviously known up until today, which is still found in the north, or just north of Africa, close to Asia. There's Persian gold money, as I've shown you on my slide. There's the modern Saudi money on the right. So you can see the ancient canal there, as well as the modern Suez Canal. So they made a lot of very important developments that we can still make derivatives of today. And then there's the old Royal Road of Persia, and there's a Middle Eastern highway that we use these days. So the Persians played a very important role in modern life as we know it today. Also, as we go to page 90, Persia had one of the first postal systems, which was very important to know, and also to take note of. The messages carried mail on horseback both day and night, and the relay station were built so that a horse could run the distance without getting tired or thirsty. So obviously, this was a very efficient system to get one message from one person to another. When the messenger reached the station, he would swap his horse for a fresh one, and this meant that the mail arrived as quickly as possible. And here are uh, representations or pictures of how we can send messages, or how we used to send messages by telegram, even pigeons, and then there are postcards, there's email that we use these days, there's a fax machine, and then there is the horse. We don't use the horse, the horse method or the animal method these days. And then there's obviously our technology of our cellular mobile phones that we use on a daily basis, which is very, very modern. Going on to our PowerPoint slide once again, and before we go into the video that I have prepared, just a reminder that the Persians built a canal between the Red Sea and the Nile River, as I've read on page 89, and this made it easy to travel from country to country. And this was a forerunner to the modern Suez Canal, and it was a fantastic technological achievement for the time because it made big developments in terms of what we have today in our modern times. So going into the video that I have prepared, we want to have a look at this video, which was very interesting in terms of the Persians. Okay, we will only have a look at this one episode, which focuses on the Persians specifically. So going back to our PowerPoint slide, and we have our representation. Once again, there were a lot of things that indicated what we were looking at. All right, so there is another beautiful view of what we saw. Another beautiful view of what was also talked about. There is the canal that was built, and the Persian Empire, or the town that they had, and there was a lot of things mentioned in the video which was very important, and you can have another look at this on the YouTube channel. And Persia had one of the first postal systems that was also mentioned, that was mostly done on horseback, and the relay of messages was very fast, because they used multiple horses and multiple men to relay one message from one person to the other. And then there's another few pictures of the Persians and their horses, and using camels as well. And they were obviously a very strong force and country to deal with. And then our homework, students, is not in our student books or in our activity books, but it is on www.pearsonrealize.com. And if you log on to there, you will find the activity or test that we have and set up for you, which will be mostly multiple choice and very easy. But your information that you need in order to complete this assessment will be on page 90 and page 89. So page 89 and page 90 in your student book. And this is the end of this broadcast. Thank you.